In August 2026, researchers at Stanford University and the Arc Institute published a study in Science demonstrating that a generative AI had designed complete, functional viral genomes from scratch. The project was a collaboration between computational biology teams at Stanford and the Arc Institute, focusing on large-scale genomic data and synthetic biology. While initial reports prompted concerns about engineered human pandemics, the AI's output was restricted to bacteriophages, viruses that infect E. coli bacteria but are harmless to human cells. The research design included specific safety protocols, such as removing all known human, animal, and plant pathogens from the training datasets used to build the model. The AI did not independently generate these viruses. Its digital designs were synthesized and tested by human researchers, working within high-containment biosafety laboratories. This process resulted in a controlled bacterial predator, marking a shift in how researchers can discover structural innovations in viral architecture. To achieve this, the researchers utilized EVO1 and EVO2, models pre-trained on 9.3 trillion nucleotides from roughly 128,000 organisms. The teams then fine-tuned the model on 14,466 specific genomes from the Microviridae phage family. Generation began with short starter sequences of 4 to 9 nucleotides, modeled after a natural phage known as Phi-X174. This follows a pipeline known as Design Build Test Learn, or DBTL. The model produced 700,000 digital candidates, narrowed down by computational filters. Researchers then physically synthesized 285 of them in the lab. Of those synthesized candidates, 16 proved to be viable, functional phages capable of infecting and replicating within E. coli. This represents a 5.6% overall success rate. These functional designs were not mere copies. They contained between 67 and 392 novel mutations compared to any phage found in nature. One design, EVO 536, achieved a structural milestone by integrating a DNA packaging protein from a distantly related virus, Phage G4, into the Phi-X174 shell. Standard genetic engineering methods had previously failed to make this specific protein combination work. The AI-designed genomes continued to evolve even after synthesis, with 7 of the viable phages developing further adaptive mutations during the infection process. The model succeeded where manual editing failed because it identified non-obvious compensatory mutations across the entire genome that allowed the new proteins to function. These capabilities are being directed toward phage therapy, an alternative to antibiotics for treating drug-resistant infections. The primary challenge in this field is that bacteria evolve resistance to single natural phages, which limits the effectiveness of the treatment over time. This chart shows the growth of drug-resistant E. coli when exposed to a single natural phage, which is quickly outpaced by the bacteria. When researchers applied a cocktail of the 16 AI-designed phages, the bacterial growth was suppressed. This cocktail succeeds because the different AI designs utilize viral recombination to collectively block the bacteria's escape routes. One design, EVO 569, replicated 65 times its initial value, exceeding the performance of the natural phages used in the study. Using computational design to stay ahead of bacterial adaptation represents a new path in the effort to manage antimicrobial resistance. Biosecurity experts at institutions like Johns Hopkins warn that these generative capabilities are advancing faster than current oversight systems. Experts use a biosecurity risk triad. First is capability creation, designing novel viral agents. Second is acceleration risk, predicting how pathogens mutate to evade immunity. Third is planning risk, where AI simulations coordinate the logistics for biological operations. A complicating factor is that the model weights and code for EVO2 are open source and freely available for download. Because the software is already distributed, digital restrictions on the model itself are unlikely to provide a long-term safety solution. While the AI can generate genomic sequences, it cannot physically build or release a virus on its own. The physical barrier to realization is DNA synthesis screening, the process where commercial companies that print DNA filter incoming orders against databases of known pathogens. Since the algorithms are already public, the focus of biosecurity is shifting toward the regulation and screening of the physical materials required to turn a digital sequence into a biological entity. This table illustrates how different regions are currently managing synthetic biology, showing a fragmented global landscape. In the United States, DNA synthesis screening remains largely voluntary, overseen by an industry consortium rather than a federal mandate. The European Union has moved toward mandatory compliance through the AI Act, though its regulatory processes often take longer to adapt to new technological developments. Singapore utilizes an agile governance framework with high levels of ministerial coordination, though it currently lacks specific risk categories for biological AI models. Taiwan maintains strict laboratory oversight through its CDC, focusing on biosafety while its AI-specific regulations are still emerging. These inconsistencies mean that actors can potentially seek out jurisdictions with fewer restrictions on biological synthesis to operationalize digital designs. Current regulatory trajectories in the US and the EU suggest a shift toward universal, legally mandated DNA screening by 2030 to close these gaps. The Stanford study demonstrated that AI-driven viral design can be managed safely when human experts control the physical synthesis pipeline. As genome models become more accessible, the efficacy of biosecurity will depend on whether these physical screening protocols are standardized globally. The primary risk factor resides in human actors using generative models to navigate around existing biological security protocols. If you found this deep dive valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to KYC AI Labs for more science behind the AI headlines.